everyone, welcome back for another week. Light of Thylea, playing Odyssey of the Dragonlords. Hi. It is fantastic to have you guys back. Krabinos approves. With that, hi everyone. We have missed you all. I hope you guys, I don't know, maybe you missed us, whatever it might be. It is just super fun to play. It's always cool when I have a conversation with another professional and I get to tell them, hey, I'm a pro GM. They'd be like, what? Is that like a kink thing? And I have to very much ensure that it's not a kink, like Dungeons or Dungeon Daddies or whatever the fuck that podcast is called. It's like not a sex thing, not a sex podcast or whatever. That's usually how I feel like
they actually don't say that anymore. They've changed it.
Now it is a sex podcast. Now with sex.
Wow. Okay.
Actually, now they say it's a rowdy, horny, grown-up podcast for grown-ups. So
hey, that works. You know what? That works. We have talked about Beargate for like 3 weeks straight now. So there's that. Quick update before we get into it today. So we are getting ready. We had a chat about Baldur's Gate 3. One thing that just so you know, we're still kind of working out the exact details for that stuff, despite a date that was preemptively picked, but a date that I forgot has significance in this household because it's my wedding anniversary. So we're not going to be streaming as we had intended on 7th.
David.
Listen, my brain was like August. Baldur's Gate is August. August is fine. I was like July. July is my anniversary month. We'll worry about that. And then, yeah, I put one and one together. Aren't you proud that I put one and one together before it was stream day? I was like, oh shit. So anyway, keep posted on the Discord, Polyhedra, discord.gg/Polyhedra, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so that is the big one. Yeah, that's pretty much it as far as anything that I have to announce is concerned. Is anything that you guys want to announce? It is still Bison Month. Don't forget. Hashtag.
It's true. It's true. It's Bison Month.
Bison Month.
It's a month to celebrate bison.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the whole thing. Mm-hmm.
Anybody who's like me and doesn't like to buy games at full price, Elden Ring's on sale right now. FYI, if you don't have it yet.
Not
it's
brought
like
to you
40.
by Elden Ring.
I've been waiting forever for it to come down to 40-ish, and that's where it is right now. So just FYI.
It's pretty fun.
It is a good game. It is.
I played about 2 minutes of it, and I was like, fuck this shit, and I flipped my table and said, damn it, I need all of this, and I picked it back up. Alrighty.
Oh, this will be... So I went big, because the only Souls-like that I've ever played are and I didn't even realize until I was halfway through the second one, the Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, they consider those Souls-likes. And those are the only ones I've played. So this is my first actual foray into From Software, and I bought Elden Ring and Sekiro. So we'll see what happens.
I do not want to.
One of those might have been a waste, depending on how the first one goes.
I expect Damon to be very
Alex will
raging
hear
for
me.
the next few days.
Mm-hmm.
Alex will hear me. I'm actually haven't started either one of them yet, and probably won't until after I do Baldur's Gate. I just grabbed them because they were on sale. But I fully expect Alex will hear me from the however many dozens of miles separate us physically at some point. Son of a bitch!
Oh, also, if you have an Epic Games account, Elder Scrolls Online is completely free right now. So the sale ends on Thursday.
Nice.
I just found that out.
Also not brought to you by.
Well,
and as Lady Raven has pointed out, next month is National Dog Month. Woof woof. All right.
wow.
Yeah. Don't.
Not woof woof.
Woof. Woof. Alrighty, with that, let's get into. That's right. I don't know. That was the best segue and transition that I had for that. Okay. Let's get back into it with another session of Light of Thylea, because previously our intrepid heroes had traveled down to the Sunken Kingdom. You had found the Atlantis equivalent of your world, where the city of the Sirens lies deep within the ocean waves. Peoples have made it their home and have a small civilization that exists within its confines. You got to negotiate with the Council of the Merfolk and the Oceanids. Well, not the Oceanids, but you got to speak on your behalf, explain why you're there, and have not received a whole lot of information as to what's going on with the other group of individuals who are also beneath the waves, sent by none other than Granddaddy himself, Sidon, sent down to supposedly also recover the Promethean fire, giving you all certainty to a degree that the Promethean fire truly does exist somewhere down here. The people, the Sunken Kingdom, has made it clear that it should not be a worry for you whether this other group is going to get to the fire first, which has been even more concerning to you all. You're giving time to rest, but that rest was interrupted and not as restful as you had hoped. And so you set out on the next day to speak with a pantheon of 8 that apparently exists. 8 gods that have their temples within the temple district of the Sunken Kingdom. We watched the group split, and as 3 of you, Brissa, Estrella, and Lyra, traveled to the Sun Goddess, you battled against burning radiance to finally get to a point of having an audience with the Sun Goddess, who looked like a beautiful, massive, titanic siren. As she stepped forward, she asked all of you your opinions and found one of you to be a worthy champion. Lyra now bears the crown that in it contains a small sun bestowed to her by the Sun Goddess. And that is after you guys almost got burnt to a crisp. Yeah, the people looked really rough. Real rough.
Yeah.
Lyra did get healed, though. Which brings us to the other group. Daphne, Yanni, and Argenti. You all traveled to the Skyfather. It appears that there's a religious rift. Not necessarily rift, but a difference of opinion amongst some of the merfolk here in the Second Kingdom and yet others. Specifically, you found out that some people consider the Skyfather to be the head of the pantheon, and then others consider the Sun Goddess, or Sun Mother, as Sun Father worshippers call her, to be the head of the pantheon. So you traveled to the Skyfather's temple, which was heavily overgrown by corals and kelp and generally other undersea flora. And as you made your way through, Yanni, you in this Byzantine, very, very hard to navigate, very dark place, you found what looked like massive molting on the ground. And we're picking back up today as you are being hunted in this maze of kelp. Welcome back, Light of Thylea. Let's roll some initiative. Also, is there anything that I forgot to mention that you guys would like to throw out?
Oh.
All right, the medical disclaimer is hereby over. Go ahead and roll me some initiative, people.
Oh, that's right. This is an ability check.
Oh,
Holy shit. Well, there went all my luck for the fight.
Nice. That's awesome.
Okay.
No,
Well.
not that you're lucky.
For the stream, I rolled a 17 and an 18 with disadvantage. So, 21.
Oh, I rolled a 13 and a natural 1.
I rolled a
For a
4 and a
5.
5.
Nice.
Keep
Alright,
it
cool.
consistent.
Oh no. Alright, cool. With that, you guys could all hear the reverberation. Yanni, you've been listening to this skittering creature, which you saw a glimpse of, but now kind of like push deeper. You find yourself with the kelp kind of flowing back and forth, and I need to get us over to the campaign combat screen. Oh no. With that, let me get you back to the RP screen. So I can get us ready. We have to do a quick restart of our stuff because stuff is always fun. That's what was going on. Okay, I finally figured out what happened earlier. So with that, as things are loading up, so you hear this creature starting to come towards you. You can tell that you have approached to this spot within the maze itself from a southwesterly direction. as that creature is starting to come towards you, you can kind of make out Daphne and Argenti next to you. There's still that magical light that's coming off of you, Yanni. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I just caught a fleeting glimpse of this thing, but I'm not sure where it's at right now. Is that
It
accurate?
seems to be coming from the direction that you guys came, which is southwesterly again.
Okay. Do I go offensive or defensive? You know what? I think I'm going to go defensive out of the gates and cast Mirror Image.
Good choice, good choice. Alrighty, go ahead and select yourself, cast the spell. Alrighty. Anything as a
There we
bonus
go.
action?
Don't think I have a bonus action thing to use right now.
Unless, did you give it to someone else? I forget. Oh, no, you gave it away. That's right.
Well, we don't have our weapons, so...
Alrighty, as multiple Yannis start to appear around you, you can see the kelp is starting to move through, and all of you guys can tell that you can probably push through the kelp, kind of like get into it. It's like these massive moving curtains that are blocking your vision. They are going to be counting as difficult terrain trying to move through them, but they are traversable. Traverse. I can't do that in English, but you can get through it if you want to.
Yeah, I just ducked in, and I can't hide because I don't have a second level of rogue yet, but there's a glow emanating from the kelp, I guess. That's what's going on.
Alrighty, as you get in there, you start to go through, and as your fingers kind of touch it, you can see that there seems to be almost like a little bit of bioluminescence that kind of like glows. It's not enough to really illuminate too much. It's like it's almost like the veins inside of the flora itself start to kind of react to you moving into it.
Okay.
Are you proficient in nature by chance?
I don't believe so. Let me scroll back up. I am not. I think that's the only
you definitely
intelligence.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Hell no.
Yanni's the city boy through and through. Nature, that's that weird stuff outside the walls, right? All the green and... Yeah, not.
Perfect. Alrighty, cool. So move in there, 10 feet of movement, and you kind of feel like it's slowing you down. Do you end your turn there?
Yeah, there's the end turn option. It wasn't there.
Yay! I should probably start the combat.
Start the combat? Yeah.
All right, with that, I'm gonna be rolling a d6. We have a 1, 2, a 3, 4, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lyra, hi, Tyler, hi. I need you to roll me a d6, please. Or sorry, a d20, please, if you will.
You got it.
Alrighty. What is your AC, Yanni?
20.
20. You suddenly see as these slightly bioluminescent strings of algae and kelp kind of start to ring back and forth. They start to push in towards you. It's like, get off of me! As you're trying to like push them. And it seems like they're starting to react to your presence. They're trying to entangle you, but you're able to resist the effect.
Yay.
And that is when all of the things start to kind of... It's interesting because the shaking doesn't really occur to you in the sense where it normally does, like everything else is shaking, stuff is tumbling. It's a little bit of that happening, but it's mostly that all of the kelp seems to kind of like shook back and forth, starting to move as you can feel something large approach from the southwesterly region. You can feel a little bit of the water almost pushing in you guys' direction as something is starting to move. And then you hear what sounds like some kind of a weird mind just numbing screech starting to escape. All right, I need Argenti, Daphne, and Yanni to all roll me some intelligence saving throws, please. Sorry, Daphne.
Are you sure it's
I
not
get more
wisdom?
nervous. I get more nervous rolling the ones that I have like big pluses to, because it's like, oh, I should be okay, and then I roll like a 2 or something. There we go.
Nice.
24.
Oh, natural one. Second one in a row.
I mean, you do get Daphne's
Love that
plus
for
4,
me.
so there's that. Okay, yours is already baked in, Daphne. All right, so we've got a 24 from Yanni, a 7 from Argenti, and a 13 from...
10-foot radius, so mine's actually a 28.
Nice. Argenti, you do have a Fate Inspiration. Would you like to use it?
Yeah, let's use it. I will do that again.
Oh
Oh,
my
another
gosh.
natural one. We're up to a good start.
Oh, no.
Love
Patty's
that.
like, no, this is happening. You do not.
It's gonna happen. It's all right. Mutilate me. It's fine.
Didn't that happen Sunday night? I gave you my inspiration and you rolled the same thing?
Yep. Yes, it did.
Oh boy. With that, Daphne, Argenti, you both fail as this stunning screech is starting to just kind of push into your mind. Do you have anything, do you have advantage or anything for whatever reason? This is not a magical effect, but this is a mind affecting effect.
I
Nope.
don't believe I do.
No.
Okay. Ooh. Daphne and Argenti, you both take 43 points of psychic damage.
Wow.
And
Good God.
Yay.
you're
Ooh,
stunned.
that's hot. Great.
Yanni, you take half as much and are not stunned.
Okay.
Daphne, that means that your enhance ability sadly does fall off. If I remember correctly.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
because you become
does.
incapacitated.
Okay.
Alrighty. And then something starts to move in parts.
Were you
of
applying
this.
the damage?
I haven't to you yet. You are right.
Oh, okay.
Um,
No, I was just making sure I wasn't supposed to. Because normally that's not the case.
Alrighty. And with that, ends our turn there. All right. With that, I would like. I should do this. Hang on. Okay. With that, I would like Marissa. Marissa, go ahead and roll me a d10 if you would.
Have mercy.
Have Marissa. I don't know why they're so bad.
No.
They're so bad.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Alrighty. With that, suddenly you feel as a massive gust, no, in an like an actual out of the water grotto, you would feel as suddenly there's just a bunch of water starting to, or air pushing through. Here, you can feel a bunch of water starting to seemingly kind of push through. It's almost like there's a natural current that is starting to kind of move. With that, Alex, go ahead and roll me a d8 if you
Boy, D8. Let's type in.
Alrighty, as all of you are pushed. Yanni, I need you to make me a dex saving throw, please.
Okay.
Alright.
21.
As you get pushed sideways, you suddenly see a little bit of that rock starting to come towards you. You put up your hands reflexively, you just kind of push off of, as you narrowly missed getting your head bonked on a little bit of that jutting out coral on the side of it. Alright. With that, that is going to bring us to Daphne. You, my dear, are stunned. At the end of your turn, please make me another intelligence saving throw.
All right.
Alright. Anything that you want to add to that? How did you get a new Fate Inspiration? Because you used one last week. I saw that it was
Oh.
off.
I think I misclick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I don't
okay.
have it. Yeah,
Oh, man.
I was.
like, you could use just.
Nope. Don't got it. Don't got it. So that's a solid 12.
Alrighty. Argenti, same thing from you, please.
Cool.
Okay.
14.
Anything that you can add to that for whatever reason? Oh, wait. You're a sorcerer. Is there anything that you can do that is going to be a failure? Just
But also Daphne's thing.
But it fell off. I thought the +4 fell off.
No, that's a
that's
constant
not her.
thing.
single time. With wait. However, is that active when she's? It's only inactive when she's unconscious. Is that right?
Yes. Pretty sure.
Let me.
I don't
Yeah.
actually know.
Quick.
Try to like grab it.
Aura. Protection. Okay, let me see here. Blah 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 blah.
Must be conscious.
Conscious. Okay, so Argenti. Whew, feeling the inspirational presence of Daphne this close by, even though there is that kelp that is kind of moving in between, you are able to save at the end of your turn and are no longer stunned. That is, however,
All right.
at the end of your turn, Yanni, as you kind of you can't really see outside of the kelp currently, as you're just kind of like desperately trying to get the sense of what just happened. The creature seems to be starting to approach you.
All right. Let's see. I will. Gosh, I can really only move. I guess. So it's half because of swimming, and then it's another half in the kelp.
So you can move a square.
I can move 1 square in the kelp and then 1 square out of the kelp, I think, if I did my math right. Is that right?
Your movement is 30, right? Normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes, normally. I will materialize here. And... not seeing a target, I will... I guess I will hold a chill touch.
Okay. What is the?
Or if I see the target.
Okay. So if you see
If I
something
see,
that looks.
if I see something that I think is going to try to eat me or my friends,
Deal.
or
Alright.
or otherwise cause serious bodily harm.
Anything that you want to do as a bonus action?
Well, let's see. Crying's a free action.
Always.
We're
Sure.
already in
And
salt.
nobody will see you
Nobody will
crying in the
notice.
ocean.
Right.
That's genius.
Also true.
Yeah. No, I don't have any bonus actions at this point.
Yanni, as you kind of like, we'll say that even though it's technically not even whatever, what does your chill touch look like? Let's start maybe there.
Since Nomad's necromantic powers have awoken, it's actually changed to literally just look like a skeletal hand. Just, materializes for a moment and like, boop. So,
The ouchiest of boobs. So as you summon that forth, we'll say kind of like for flavor, your skeleton kind of starts to shine through underneath your skin and
Ooh, okay.
suddenly
I
comes
like
through
it.
spectrally. Not literally leaving your hand, but it just kind of like duplicates it out. And as that happens, Argenti, you can see the magic familiar to you now of Nomad and Yanni kind of like intertwining into that skeletal spectral hand before him. There's suddenly what seems like a high-pitched grumbling from that southwest corner. And you are absolutely sure, both of you guys, that something about that was connected to this. Alrighty. Anything as a bonus action, Yanni?
No.
Okie dokie.
Not unless you're going to give me a free level of rogue.
I mean, you don't have Misty Step?
I do, but I don't really have anywhere I want to go at this point because I don't know where is safe.
Sounds good. With that, more stuff is starting to... Argenti, you can feel something large starting to disturb the kelp right around the edges here. Something is starting to push in. You can't still quite make it out, but you can feel the water starting to kind of push inward. And with that, let's see here. Coming out of the kelp catching you unawares due to the fact that it can detect you, but you cannot see it yet. A massively sized pincer suddenly comes and grabs at you. And this thing is absolutely fucking massive. As out of the kelp, it just goes forward and tries to grab around your midsection. Or actually.
Crabinos, what did we do to you?
You left me. All right. As that happens, Yanni, because you still can't make out the center body of this, go ahead and make me your chill touch effect. But we will say with disadvantage.
Fair enough. I don't have a target to target, so I'm just gonna roll it, I guess.
Whoa.
The disadvantage gods are being kind to me.
Damn, good hit. And yep, that is going to be a 29 to hit for you, Argenti. First things first, as a 29 from you is also going to be a hit. The creature is hit, and you can hear as the creature definitely takes that damage, and you can see part of its carapace seems to kind of pop open, and a little bit of blood seems to seep out. However, Argenti, you are grabbed by the thing and take 18 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. All right. I'm good at these. This should be fine. 21.
Nice. You notice that along the inside of the pincers are these long, hooked, not quite claws, but just like these protrusions as they kind of start to like try to wiggle themselves into like through your fabric into your body. You're like, no! However, you are grappled. And Yanni, you watch in horror as suddenly Argenti gets pulled back into the kelp.
All right, Daphne, I found a meal. Let's run.
Oh,
Curses!
All right, Marissa, I would like you to roll me a d10, please.
Four.
Okay. I want all three of you, Marissa, Alex, and Tyler, to roll me d20s, please.
This scares me.
What if we don't wanna?
I'll just do it.
I'll send you cookies if you roll.
I got another 9.
Okay, Argenti, as you're being pulled in, suddenly you see them. Daphne. Oh, Daphne. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, who has Daphne? Marissa, you get to roll with advantage. Yay. You get to roll one more d20. Hey, at least it wasn't that 20. All right, going down the line. Okay, so Argenti, you are able to dodge the incoming weird kelp attacks.
Okay.
Daphne, you absolutely do get hit, and in addition to being stunned, you're now also grappled and restrained as the kelp is starting to crush you to death. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Yanni. That is going to be a miss on you, Yanni, as the kelp is trying to reach you also from where you're currently. It's kind of flinging out too far away from you to really have any lasting effect on you, thankfully. Daphne. You're
Mage tank for the win.
trying to break out of your mind as you're doing this. How are you feeling about this general situation right now?
Not great. Maybe we should have hidden back at that shell and tried to, work around it. Just general, I want to be out of the water.
I don't want to be whatever this thing is.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, then, go ahead and give me that intelligence saving throw, please. All right, that's another fail, which means you get DM Inspiration because you had 2 debilitating fails in a row at the end of your turn. With that, Argenti, you can tell that the creature is just on the other edge of this, and you can barely kind of make out the massive carapace. You are currently grappled by its claw. You cannot, so as a reminder, you cannot see outside of this kelp. What would you like to do?
Okay. Am I allowed? Can I cast touch spells on the claw that's grappling me?
It's still going to have to be a hit, but yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna grab onto the claw, and I'm gonna think of this kind of feels like a lobster or a crab or something. So I'm going to cast Polymorph and think of a lobster as I cast Polymorph and try to turn it into a lobster.
Okay, go ahead.
When he's like, this thing looks like a lobster, I'm like, so he's gonna summon a thing of butter? What's going on here?
Alrighty.
Very good, very good.
For those of you that have not had the pleasure of playing with one of my new Legendary Resistances rules, a thing that I've changed around is that instead of normal Legendary Resistances, I'm test driving something else, which is rather than having just Legendary... Yes, it failed and chooses to succeed, is the thing. However, I changed it a little bit. Rather than just having flat Legendary Resistances that don't mean anything, or marshals, unless their monks can't really tease them out, there's a new mechanic where it has essentially a stagger bar, and that once that is full, for a round, it's just going to count as stunned, paralyzed, and you guys can just go to town. Argenti, as you cast the magic on it, the creature... Oh, I forgot about something. The creature seems to kind of react to that, as there's absolutely going to be a fail. And, yep. There seems to be almost an interesting sheen across the chitinous carapace of this thing as you cast the magic, and it's like the magic is sucked into the carapace. Not in the way that you would have expected it to.
Okay. And then with that, as a last resort, I'm going to face step. And can I face step like further up? Like I can't see anything at all.
Yeah,
my radius.
The kelp is like up against you. You can see the things that are kind of like currently clawing you in. You could do like 5 feet to get out of the grapple. Yes, but you're still going to be within possibility of getting opportunity attacked. Just,
Okay, so I'll face step 5 feet, like to get out of the grapple. And then whenever I face step, also there'll be like this very big draconic roar. Because with my face step, I also can try to make it frightened.
Alrighty, the stagger meter fills up further.
Fun, fun, fun. Okay.
All right, target wisdom saves. Got it.
That's it.
All right, min-maxis. That brings us to you, Yanni. Actually, at the end of your turn... Nope. Not yet.
What?
How?
Question for you, actually, before we keep going really quick. For the flavor that you had described, you called it a touch. You touched it when you did the polymorph?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Key. Let's say this happened.
I absolutely did.
Fact, though. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. This should be fine. 18.
Yeah. You touched it, and you could tell that it was covered in this weird, sticky slime. As you kind of touched it, it's like your finger itself became extremely numb as you're like, and then suddenly there's this roar as you stepped upward. Yeah, interesting enough. Like, there's something about the slime that the tip of your finger is completely numb right now. Just so you know.
Oh, love that.
Yanni,
Good
it's your
stuff.
turn.
How tall is the kelp forest?
Floor to ceiling. So there's no, like, swimming above it.
Okay.
Make me a free perception check, though.
Okay.
What's a 16? You are well. It's kelp. If you just had a way to maybe, if you just had a massive, I don't know, maybe a Machaira that's able to just kind of cut away at the kelp, it would be really helpful to get that stuff out of the way. You get the sense that yeah, if you maybe got rid of the kelp, it would be much easier to see things. And I know normally in D&D there's no such thing as interactable environments, but listen, this GM. This old dog does try to learn some new tricks every once in a while. So this is me just telling you, Damon, if you want to, you can get rid of the kelp.
Gotta figure out how. Look at my.
Eat it. Chew through it with your teeth.
Fire. Wait, no.
No.
Something tells me a fireball would just be a big fizzle underwater. It should be, regardless of whether it would be or not by the rules as written, it should be. Yeah, I don't really have a way to cut at anything at the moment.
Just a bunch of concussive waves.
Well, I'm like, I have control water. I wonder if I could, like... I don't know. I was trying to figure if there was a way I could, like, force it to... move it with enough force, but we're all caught up in it, so it would.
You know what the control water
risky.
could do though, because the unlike an actual tree or a bush or whatever else, all of this stuff requires the water to stand up straight. So with that, with the water gone, you would be able to have all of it drop down, so it would all just immediately become see-through, so to speak.
But would I be able to actually empty the room and keep it that way? That's the question.
How big of an effect does the spell say it have? It has.
Control any freestanding water in an area you choose that is a cube up to 100 feet on the side.
Okay. So that is a pretty significant portion.
So I could theoretically part water and have this as dry space. It wouldn't like fill in from the...
I mean,
from other
because it says
openings or
part,
anything?
like that, that tells to me the intention here was that you push it away and you control it on the sides there. So the way that
Right,
you do it
that's-
is like
yeah.
it's the cube, right? 100-foot cube. You push that cube, everything out, kind of like how the Oceanet Kaira did for you guys.
Gotcha.
And then keeps it
Gotcha.
that way.
In that case, that is what I will do. Hold on. And
It's gonna be a lot.
yeah, it wants me to drop a template.
Go ahead.
So, and see, that's not nearly big enough. I think that's for like the one that you can push or whatever. But yeah. So 100 feet on the side is pretty beefy.
Let me see if this works. I mean, for what you guys need for this combat, I think right here is that pretty, like, that works.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even try to expand it beyond the room because I have no idea what's out there and what that might have a negative impact on. So,
Alrighty, oh
yeah.
man, all these carefully placed little kelpinos go bye-bye.
Pinos?
As one by one, as you drop that down, suddenly just like all the kelp just starts to fall down to the ground. Entry votes are released. Oh.
And Daphne's just laying there.
Daphne just went through space and time for a second. As she does, yes, absolutely. All you guys fall down. Nobody takes damage from it. It's not that severe of a drop. You go back down to being right next to the creature. However, that also means now that you guys all can see through and see the creature in its horrendousness.
So, next question. Is everywhere that was kelp still going to be difficult terrain because of the
You know
it's
what?
kelpy.
To make that a little bit fair, yeah, you guys. Don't
Yeah,
have
I
to
mean,
worry
I feel
about-
like it should be.
You know what? DM inspiration to you though, because you disabled that entire kind of like the curtains, and they can't grab you guys. Like they cannot grapple you
Yeah.
guys when there's no water to move through. But yes, we'll count all of it. The entire floor is still covered with them, so that is still difficult terrain.
That makes sense to me. I will not complain about that, but I will back up as far as I can from this guy.
And where?
And
Check something.
I was right here. It said 15.
Mhm.
So.
Check on something on him.
Oh, on his range. I got you.
You sir are good.
Cool. Then that is.
David,
that
what
is
does it
my
look
turn.
like as you kind of cast that out and everything happens? Because that is a cool moment, and the reason why I personally love playing magic users. Also, there's something that happens at the end of your turn. Don't let me forget.
Gotcha. So this is the first time Yanni's ever cast this spell. Like he just learned it for this mission.
Like watching
And-
a water bed.
Yeah, and so he's like, and he just kind of makes a pushing motion, like away, like just get away. And there's just this, like almost like an air bubble, just kind of emerges from him, and just pushes out evenly all the way around to the walls of the room.
That's awesome. Alrighty,
Hell yeah.
as all of that, Argenti kind of you drop down as well. Suddenly though, you see those wet, slick, long tentacles starting to kind of rear up as the entire creature does as well, kind of looking towards you. Both. It seems that the creature is kind of looking between all three of you. Now that you guys get a fuller look at it, I'll have you roll a history or a survival check. Your choice. All three of you.
Well, those are my
with-
options.
Yes,
I'll
you
go
can
with
do
a 10 or
yes,
go with a
despite
+2.
context.
Oh man, that 8 to 20.
12.
Norm. Oh no.
Stupid disadvantage.
All right, we've got a 13 from Yanni, a 12 from Argenti, and a 4 from Daphne. As you look upon this weird creature, none of you guys know what the hell, what the nether sea that is. And at the end of your turn, Yanni,
It's got to have like kelp draping over it and crap, right? I mean, I'm not looking for a mechanical thing. I'm just like, it's got to have like kelp
yeah, like,
hooked over it and stuff, right?
you know what? Roll me a D100 for that one. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. It does, but it seems like it just kind of slides off of the carapace of the creature really easily as the mucus is there. However, it's something that you guys might also concern. Like, it's everywhere. You are not covered in it, thankfully. Okay, Argenti, I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw, please.
Absolutely. That's going to be a 16. It keeps getting lower every time.
Oh, it's just teasing. It's teasing. As with that, you see the tentacles starting to wrap around you, kind of touching your skin, and start to kind of like it's not even that they're trying to apply pressure to you. They're just snaking across you, and much like with the kelp, but 17 times more severe. Or when you touch the slime on the creature, I mean, it just immediately like half your face just goes as it kind of just starts to numb down as you kind of like shake it off and kind of like slap your face like ow.
Quick, get that cavity filled while it's numb, because they don't have
Yeah, right.
in here.
You are able to barely resist the effect of being paralyzed. And now
Great.
it is officially its turn. As it turns, let me see something actually here real quick. It is going to kind of angle sideways. And as it does, it is going to attempt to make an attack against you, Yanni. That is going to be a hit. Roll me a d20 regardless.
Yeah. What is it? 6 or better for the first one, I think.
Check one more thing. Okay. Alrighty, as one of them poofs out of existence. At the same time, it was also trying to grab at Argenti. Argenti, that is going to barely be a miss against you. And with that, it is going to be. Alex, go ahead and roll me a D10, please.
Oh boy. Alright. So that roll 1d10 and 1.
Okay. Okay. With that, as suddenly you can see that there's just a glow that is coming off of the kelp that is still below you. You suddenly see as there's just like what seems like little things of lightning starting to arc across it. Now, because of the circumstances, I'm going to give all of you guys advantage on this, but all three of you are going to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
You said with advantage?
Yes. So,
Whew, 20. Oh shit, Yanni.
30.
Holy fuck.
we had a dirty 20 and a nat 20.
Come on, Daphne. Come on.
Do I have
You
advantage,
got
or is it
this.
just straight for me at this point?
You have advantage, but you're gonna automatically fail, I believe.
Yeah.
I think stuns auto fail.
Yeah,
So
so-
don't worry about it.
Oh no.
Roll it anyway.
All right, Daphne, you take 18 points of lightning damage. As you're still kind of like, even though all the kelp is starting to kind of like slouch off of you at this point, you're like, fuck this. As Yanni and Argenti, you guys only take half.
Okay, so
Okay.
9.
So I
right,
need
keep my concentration.
Yeah, concentration check from both of you guys. Oh, just kidding, Argenti, you are not actually concentrating on polymorph. All right, with that, Daphne, you're just like as you look between the two, fighting this creature now. At the end of your, what are you thinking while this is happening? What is the?
Somebody get that kelp leaf off my eyes. That's what she's thinking.
I think like there's this moment of like Daphne reflecting on her life if she had just never gone and been a protege of Vulcan's. Maybe she could be sipping some wine somewhere with her mom in a nice tavern, away from all of this bullshit.
That's valid. That's valid.
And with that,
There you go.
Finally,
Lot
at
of
the
wine.
end of your turn, as the kelp kind of slouches off your face, and you start to be able to move again. Oh boy, you really hope. You really hope this is going to be it. At the end of your turn, Daphne, I need. Nope, it is Argenti's turn.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, Argenti is now. We're basically like standing on the sea floor, right?
That's right.
Okay. So Argenti is gonna pull up his sleeves really, really quickly, and maybe people have noticed before, probably not, but who knows? There are two bands, two iron bands that represent dragons, kind of like meeting. And he's gonna bang them together real quick, and then he's going to release a disintegrate on the creature. So we'll see what happens.
Alrighty.
And it's like a very green and black sort of energy. So it is very reminiscent of Lutheria. And
Can you deflect bullets with your bracers too?
I wish. I wish.
Ooh, the meter just keeps going up. Damn.
The fuck. Damn it. Forgot about that. That's okay.
Alrighty. As with that, as you kind of like shoot it across it, you really take the laser, you kind of cut it across, and as you do, you do see that it kind of does kind of cut into it, but there's just so much build up, so many what are those called, like barnacles and stuff like that. It's really kind of like cutting them off. If anything, you did it a service. You cleaned up its belly.
Okay. And then I'm
if
going
you give it belly
to
scratches, will it be your friend?
Right, exactly. That was my thought as well. And then I'm going to look quickly over at Daphne, and I'm going to teleport again in front of Daphne to try to protect her, even though she don't need protecting, she don't need a man, but I'm going to do my best. Where?
You could just walk that and save your use, you know.
Well, he's
I
trying to trigger
know,
the
but
fire with
I want
I
to trigger the...
I got you.
Yeah.
I forgot you're a Ladrin, even though you just used it last turn.
It's all good. It won't... So I'll just move it there. It didn't let me drop a template or anything, so... Or, not a template, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Already, as you do that, the creature kind of like covers its eyes for a second with the claw, eating up a little bit more of the stagger meter.
Hey, and I'll roar in its face. And that's how I try to make it afraid, but that's it.
At the end of your turn, I need Yanni to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
Rolling hot tonight. All right, for a 27 total. As the creature kind of covers its head for a second, you suddenly watch as the creature takes the tentacles. They come out of its body even further. It's almost like, have you ever seen those weird parasitic worms that are inside of like mantas, or no, what are they called, like praying mantises? And it kind of like comes out and shoots towards you, trying to grab you as they kind of like slap across you. Again, it's not necessarily the bludgeoning that is really hurting, but it's like as the slime cuts across you, you also have that weird tingling sensation. Yanni,
it's like my skin's drunk. Woo, weird. Oh, are we back to me? Let's see. I had a thought and it just changed, and now I'm thinking other things. I would like to... I'd like to buy a bell. I'm going to use my free... Actually, hold on. I'm going to step over here. Use my free once a day Misty Step.
Oh, by the way, Argenti, as you cast the Disintegrate, there was, again, more energy that seemed to kind of absorb into the shell. Yanni, similarly, as you cast your spell, more magic also starts to kind of like gather around the shell of the creature as it begins to give off a glow.
Okay.
Oh.
Also, this is going to be outer edge there. Also, this was all difficult terrain, so that was 20 feet.
Oh, right. So I'd only be there. My bad.
Right there is 30 feet from there.
Okay. Well, I Misty stepped, so...
Yeah, I got you.
So I should still have another 5 feet after that, right?
Yes. You're absolutely right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, this should be difficult terrain, and then I completely forget that it's difficult terrain. Okay. So that was my spell for the round, so that means I don't have my... Okay. We'll just throw another chill touch at it, even though it seems to be absorbing spell energy, just because I don't have a better option.
And yeah, it's interesting as the shell kind of like starts to glow off of it. It is definitely this kind of like dull, interesting kind of like a bluish, what is that called? Phosphorescent glow that suddenly comes off of it.
Oh.
Alrighty, that's all I got.
Alrighty, as the creature screeches, you suddenly, as it kind of moves across, all that weird glow on the outside seems to kind of move across it in waves. It's this tantalizing, beautiful display as it kind of starts to take it from all across the carapace itself. It starts to move along into more central, kind of like along the spinal region. And in the spinal region itself, it kind of starts to move forward. As you can see, its tentacles starting to kind of rise with energy. Its eyes kind of seem to spark. And you see the tentacles starting to get very excited as they open up. With that, it uses it to recharge. little thing, as it moves itself over to the side, you see the tentacles starting to kind of like spread wide. And it's interesting, at the end of it, it's like you can see hundreds of little mandibles kind of clicking away. But there seems to be this energy that is starting to gather there.
That's not creepy at all.
And it's going to go boom. And with that, I need another intelligence saving throw from, and I'll call it out this time, from all y'all.
Okay.
Yanni's looking so hot tonight. My God, that's good.
Oh God.
I mean, you know, I've been playing D&D with you for like 3 years, so based on the amount of
you get one
shit
good
rolls
night
I've had in
every
that
3
time,
years, okay?
this is my one good night.
Oh boy, Jason.
Natural one.
My God. But don't worry.
Again.
Jason's got the yin to Damon's yang. And definitely what did you get?
Sorry, man.
That's
I didn't
okay.
mean to pass it over like that.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's all right.
I got a 17. I would like to give my inspiration to Argenti to try
Are
and
you
get
sure?
better than a 1. Yes.
Where did you get?
Pretty sure.
Where did you? Oh yeah. I'm so stupid.
Mhm.
You know what? I'm just here.
No,
Don't worry.
this time it wasn't a misclick. We're good. This time it wasn't a misclick.
Roll another one.
Oh my
Roll
God,
another
please.
one.
Please
Swear
don't.
to fucking
Please
God.
don't.
Intelligence. Let's do this. Okay, let's make this a 20. Let's make it a 20.
I mean, at least it wasn't a 1. It was 4 times better than your last roll.
That's true.
That's
a
right.
400%.
We're improving. That's a 6 for the folks at home.
Okay. With that, Daphne, you're done with these bullshit shenanigans. Yanni, as this assault upon your mind once again hits, you can feel that it's trying to almost like subdue you. It feels like if somebody could bludgeon your psyche itself. Argenti, though. Oh, sweet. Oh my fucking God, I rolled it. Sweet Argenti. That is going to be 50 points of psychic damage to you.
99.
And you
No, just kidding, no.
become stunned.
Just like a dead fish, or a fish that got electrocuted. Yeah.
All right, Yanni, you will still take 25 points of psychic damage, so go ahead and roll that.
So a 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
That was close.
Made it.
Alrighty,
was close.
and that is going to end its turn. With that, Tyler, go and roll me a d10, please.
Okay. A 4.
4. Oh, you know what I'm gonna call this? Okay, Yanni. The creature seems to kind of look around, and it's almost like it takes the claws and kind of like starts to push them together, and you feel as water is starting to just kind of push against the edges of your control water spell. I will call this an opposed check between you two. So you're going to use your intelligence, and it will use something of its.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me an intelligence check if you would.
Oh, and this will have disadvantage, motherfucker. I would like to use my inspiration.
That's fair. Yeah, just roll the d20 plus 5. He got a nat 1 on the first one. Let's see how this goes.
19,
All right.
better.
And 19 is going to be enough as you feel it suddenly the water kind of push in from behind you where you're standing as it tries to move in, and you're just like trying to keep it at the sides. Daphne. Argenti is very paralyzed. Well, it's a stunner next to you, and this creature is just towering above you, water and
Me?
kelp and slime dripping off of it.
So, a couple questions. So, just so I can understand the
Sure thing.
scenario. So there is no water right now in
Correct,
like the
so-
square.
Exactly. Within
that's
this
right.
Fantastic.
Forgot.
no water, all of it has been pushed out. It is all difficult terrain. The entire ground is.
Okay. Wonderful.
The good news is you don't have to move anywhere to smack it.
If I wanted to summon the hammer, yes. With my fists, I feel like maybe that's not a great idea. Okay. Awesome. So I'll just tell you what I want to do, because I don't think they took the helmet.
They did not. And you can't
Cool.
summon them.
Well, yes, but then that means people might get upset.
Consequences.
Yeah. So we're trying to avoid that. However, my handy dandy Helm of Brilliance, if there's no water, I think maybe we want to separate ourselves from this guy. So maybe like a good old wall of fire. So what I'm thinking of doing is snatching Argenti and trying to like get him and me out of the way by like taking a step back.
If you want to do something else, because that will be your action to do, if you want to do something
Sure.
else as
Yep.
an action, consider it. If you're thinking something like what I think you're thinking, you could do that and it would separate you immediately. If the creature cannot see you, it cannot make attacks of opportunity against you.
I don't want us to be right next to the wall of fire, because ouch.
Well,
So-
it's only a problem in one direction.
Yeah, it points
That's
one
true.
way.
I forgot about that. So yeah, I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna
Awesome.
break a
Wizard
ruby.
Daphne doesn't remember all of her spells.
This isn't technically one of my spells, it's an item.
With it. Are you doing?
I don't know. So I don't think it's hooked up with the fancy little mod.
It is not,
necessarily.
as I see it now, so I'll drop it down. And
I appreciate
then-
it.
And I'm guessing you want to
Perfect.
have it pointing away from you. That's right.
Yes, please.
Alright, 10 feet in this direction. There's a lot of ouchie. Go and roll me 58, please. I believe, right? It's not upcast.
It's not upcast.
Okay.
Yeah. I can look at like at least the text for the wall of fire. Yeah, 5d8. Yep. Oh gosh. There we go. Hey, there's my 20.
Nice. Alrighty. As the creature is going to make a little bit of a. And there's my 20.
Oh.
As with
Oh no.
that, it does take a little bit of fire damage, though, which is nice. Alrighty, has taken the damage. Hey, get back.
Oh, no, I did not put it there.
Yeah, I know. I just-
We're gonna go out. Go out in style.
Yes, the creature is blocked from your view and you from its. There you
Look
go.
over at you. What are we gonna do?
I will be with Mateo soon.
Oh my god. Alrighty. I gotta reload real quick. And Daphne, anything else that you want to do?
I believe that is all I can do this turn.
You can move if you want to.
Okay, I'll take a. Technically, it's difficult terrain, so I'll take like a 5-foot step. I still want to get Argenti out of there. Like, I know I can't grab him this turn, so I don't want to leave him.
The intent
So.
is 100% hurt.
Yep. And that'll do it. I'll end my turn.
Ready. Alright, Yanni. The
Okay.
creature disappears from your view as it screeches in pain. Ooh, at the end of your turn. Oh man. At the end of your turn, Argenti. Oh shit, and you're
Yeah.
stunned, but has advantage on the
Can I cast self-destruct on myself? So I do 100 damage to everything. Oh wait, no wait, I don't wanna.
Self-destruct.
Sorry, Daphne.
Argenti. As you're just like, stop! It's just, well, actually, it's more like your mind is just completely overwhelmed. Or Daphne, you kind of like have the. What did it look like, by the way, with the Helm of Brilliance? Because there are some people who have never looked at a Helm of Brilliance and what it can do.
Yeah, so her Helm of Brilliance was one that she made during the 3-year break. influence after the one she borrowed from Mitros. It's covered in. Give me half a second to give the exact description. I personally, okay, real quick, side thing. I hate the original look of the Film of Brilliance. I think it looks so gaudy. I hate it. So this one is tasteful looking. But it's covered in opals, fire opals, diamonds, and rubies. And
Ooh.
yeah, like the character art shows. And so when she finally uses her helm for the first time, little tear in her eye as she knows what's about to happen, one of the rubies shatters. And as it shatters, the wall of fire explodes out in that direction.
Ooh. That was beautiful to imagine.
However, sadness strikes at the same time. As Argenti, you're being grabbed, and you fall
Excuse me?
unconscious. Through the wall of fire, the thing comes, grabbing him. And Daphne, you watch in horror as Argenti then is pulled backwards. You have a split second to decide here something because you are maintaining concentration on the wall of fire. As you suddenly see him just kind of get grabbed and then pulled backwards, you can decide whether you want to drop the wall of fire or have Argenti get an automatic first death failing as he is pulled into a jam.
I drop it, and I call bullshit.
Like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, yes, drop it like it's hot. Hot, steaming Minotaur shit.
Why'd it have to be me?
Because it's a Greek setting.
All right. Interestingly enough, though, the creature pulls Argenti in and starts to back up. All right. At the end... Oh, fuck. So that happened at Daphne's end of her turn, technically. Argenti starts the turn unconscious, so the first thing that I need you to do is make me a death save, roll a natural 20, pop back into the action, and tell this thing who's who.
Oh, it's a 2. Okay.
I saw that too.
Oh my God, I got-
the 2 as the 2.
I got so
And then-
scared.
Just to see if you break out of it while you're unconscious, go ahead and make me a what was that again? An int saving throw at the end of your turn as well.
Hey.
Oh, there's the natty
Okay.
20. One too late.
No.
Yep. Exactly.
What is going through
Um,
your mind, Argenti, as you... I mean, a phenomenal display of things suddenly just happened, but now you're in the clutches of Mr. Spaghettio.
Ooh. So, Argenti. Argenti would be. I imagine him kind of like stunned, and then he sees Daphne use the Helm of Brilliance, and it's just such a like an awe-inspiring thing, and all along Argenti's been like, Daphne needs to be like the one. He wants Daphne to succeed and become, if there has to be a god, it should be Daphne. But he believes that because he doesn't think Daphne wants that. There's also a moment too where as he's falling unconscious, he probably would just exhale, and there's a little bit of maybe a smile, because all along, he's mostly been living to not really please other people, but to like win this fight between good and evil as he sees it. But if his time is coming and it has to be today, at least he'll see Mateo again, which is all he cares about. So yeah, there's a little bit of an exhale, a smile, and he's at peace with whatever is to come.
And with that, it's you, Yanni.
Okay, hang on a second. I'm trying to fix something real fast. But I just realized okay, it's not letting me. I'll do it.
Also, yeah, the Mystic Step for some reason deletes tokens. I'm aware of it, but does the thing.
Oh, that's not even what I was worried about. Alright, I am going to summon Kentamani's hand in the clenched fist format and make it. Oh wait, no, I can't. That's concentration. I almost forgot. That would be bad. That would be very bad. All the good things are concentration. Or area of effect. All are bad.
Fireball.
That's where he's got himself right now. Ugh.
Argenti's resistant, right?
Resistance.
wait,
no.
Death saves don't care about resistance. You don't get half a death save.
You get 1.5 failed death saves.
I guess in light of everything, my best option is probably like a 3rd level magic missile.
Alrighty, get it.
There we go.
Alrighty, because it's a 3rd level, that should have been
2 more.
3, 4, 5. So 25 points.
25.
Awesome. Yeah, as you just explode massive pieces of the carapace outward, there's that weird purplish blood that just splatters all across. The thing looks hurt, but it's still
Let him go, Fugly!
it's still crabbing.
Yeah, that's all for this turn.
Alright. Which brings us to the creature. As it kind of like takes him in. Both of Yanni and Daphne, both of you guys can see these massive eyes. There seems to be a bit of intelligence there, significantly more intelligence than you would have guessed a towering monstrosity like this one to have. Both of you guys make me an insight check.
Waiting for the day I'm asked to make an Arcana roll.
Holy crap!
That's wild. Got a nat 19 and a nat 20.
I got a 13.
Daphne, it is your protective instinct that is definitely taking over. You can see those smart eyes, but you have fought smart opponents your entire life. You know, it doesn't matter. If it's life or death, it's life or death. Yanni, with that 24, you realize a couple things, the contextual clues, and you can interpret, Damon, how Yanni would think about them. This creature absolutely has sentience and intelligence. As it grabs you, grabs Argenti and fights you two now, you can see as it kind of grabs at the points where your magic missiles hit, where Argenti's disintegrate kind of cut across its body, and you can sense that there's a sense of regret and pain, something that you would expect from someone who had been injured trying to kind of keep away. And now this defensive posture, there's something that you're able to read, some semblance of intelligence and self-preservation that seems to be kicking in with this creature relatively early. You are clearly within its domain, within its lair where it lives and exists. And with that 24, a thought comes to you, unbidden, mused by the context of the situation, which is that this creature might very well be the reason that many people don't come down here. The guardian of the Skyfather's temple. The guardian of the Skyfather's temple. Maybe, just maybe, this doesn't have to be a fight to the death. Again, this is just a thought that crosses your thought or your brain.
So, I'm going to ask for something that's a little outside of rules as written. Could I use my reaction to try and address it and maybe make a persuasion check or whatever's appropriate when I realize that?
Sure. Go ahead. We'll go into a temporary RP moment. Daphne, you suddenly hear Yanni shout something from behind you.
I'm really shitty at persuasion, but oh well.
Hey, fuckface! No, I'm just kidding.
We just want to pay respects to the Skyfather. We didn't come here to hurt you. We didn't come here to hurt him. Let our friend go. Let us go. and we'll stop hurting you. We just want to go see the Skyfather.
As you say that, with your 24 insight, you notice that its eyes shoot between you, Daphne, and Argenti. But as it looks at Argenti, it's there's a quiver of the tentacles themselves, and one of the tentacles seems to kind of wrap itself around the armbands. It starts to pull. As you notice that,
I mean, I don't know that there's anything else I could do at this point.
Daphne, if you want to use your reaction to respond to Yanni, you certainly can do.
Why are we reasoning with it?
It's intelligent. Look at it. It's hurt and scared.
Like an animal.
No. There's more there behind those eyes. Look, it's trying to take his bracers.
Ah.
It knows they hurt it, or tried to hurt it.
I think her immediate response is going to be an otter turn, honestly.
Immediate response is what? Sorry.
Her response is going to need her turn. So
That's fair. All right. You watch as this creature starts to wedge itself deeper into this tunnel behind. It still has Argenti, but it seems to kind of like start to lay him down. It kind of like it's like backing up from the situation, keeping an eye on both of you guys, kind of starting to lay him down. But Argenti's bracers are starting to kind of pull off of the hands. Argenti, those bracers, how are they built? Are they easy to get off of your hands or not?
No, they are built to stay on forever, for eternity.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving.
Okay, the trend's been getting a little lower every time, but let's see. Okay, 23.
As it kind of like tries to pull them off, you see it kind of like starting to struggle, like somebody trying to get something off. It literally cocks its head to the side a little bit. It seems to be almost angrily kind of stomping around. And as it does, its eyes seem to almost look across Argenti. And because of who you are, Yanni, you notice that it seems to be able to look across him, and its eyes fixate upon items of magical power, foci of the weave, as it stops and assesses. And then a pincer goes across the mantle that Argenti wears and rips it off as it drops Argenti, keeping a claw kind of still in place, hovering. But it's almost like it has that cloak now in its claw, putting the other claw kind of hovering both above Argenti, kind of like in almost like a protective posture as it kind of like holds the cloak backwards with the other. You watch.
You know, I don't know what the cloak does, but I'll buy him a new one.
A claw.
That.
All of the kelp itself seems to kind of start to glow. Electricity seems kind of build, and it's almost like the tentacles kind of wriggle, and as they do, the kelp, the electricity, the lightning starts to die down. Daphne, it is your turn.
Okay, I was gonna just use the command spell drop.
You still can.
But I have a feeling at this point that's not going to be in Argenti's favor. I think... Yeah, gonna, like, hold the hands up, slowly start taking a couple steps forward, and just try to talk to the beast. Like, okay, where I'm just gonna grab my friend. You can keep going your way. You can keep the cloak. It'll look great on you. I just want to heal him. Yeah.
As you do that, go to make me a persuasion check.
Okay. What's up? That one.
So as you step forward to kind of like put a reassuring hand forward, you also start gathering the energy together to kind of like start to do the healing hands, the lay on hands, and the creature kind of like, it doesn't quite put the claw on Argenti, but you can tell that it has like, it kind of moves down as it kind of like moves into more of a defensive posture. With your earlier insight check, you get the sense that, yeah, this creature is now very weary of you starting to approach. And kind of like, it has not made a move to attack Argenti, but it very easily could just clamp that claw down around his head.
Taking a step back then. My bad. Okay, don't do anything, please. Out of curiosity,
Sure.
because I just asked about it, you know, making the joke, and I could maybe do it. Can I make an Arcana roll to try and decipher what happened with all that built-up energy of it? Since that's magical to do. It's okay if it would be more nature survival, which I'm not proficient in, so.
It could be that one. I'm gonna call not a free check. So
Okay.
you can have your guesses, and you can talk to the other players about what your guesses are, but you're not sure.
Yep. Alright. And my turn.
Argenti, I would like you to roll me a hidden d20. Make it a blind roll. Only you and
Okay.
I see. Yes.
A blind GM roll. That one.
Just a flat
Okay.
20.
Okay, I'm not gonna show my face because I don't have a poker face.
If it's blind, you can't see it. That wasn't the blind. was
Oh,
it?
okay. Oh, that's good.
No,
it was a blind
So
GM
you
roll.
rolled in the open. Roll one more time, but make it a blind roll.
But I didn't.
I'm not seeing anything.
I don't see it.
Oh, you
I-
didn't see
I didn't
it?
roll in the open.
Okay.
I
No.
did a blind GM roll.
Oh, okay, cool. Alrighty. With that, Yanni, it seems like the creature is starting to back up, getting ready to move out of these caves.
I just kind of come down here so I can keep an eye. And, yeah, take the cloak. Just leave him.
Okay.
Please don't hurt him. We're good here.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm gonna. You know what? No, I'm not even gonna prepare a spell for a reaction because I don't want to spook it.
Alrighty.
Yeah, no, that's all I'm gonna do.
You watch as the creature slowly moves back. Its claw still rests around Argenti's head. As it moves back, kind of pushing the sand in. And then it quickly moves back into the water. And starts to kind of become hard to observe as it pushes in deeper. Daphne, as you rush over, you put in some healing hands, touching Argenti. That's where we're going to take a quick break. Goddamn.
What does that mean?
Goddamn. All right, see you guys here shortly.
That's cool.
Ah!
And we are back. Yanni, slowly the magic starts to kind of like push back. Do you kind of let go of it as the water kind of like slowly fills back in? Daphne, you go over as...
All right, guys, if you want a last good breath before I let the water back in, now's the time.
As you get crushed by the water coming up. As you bring Argenti back. Argenti. There's a moment
Yes.
when everything went thought of your husband. You once again heard the cracking of a whip snapping in the air. The smell of blood that hang in the air around you. The taste of iron in your mouth. The feel of tight leather in your hand as you were the one who held the grip of the whip. For a moment, a fleeting memory, you walking in a circle around a young, a babe of a dragon. You rack the whip down next to it, not on it yet, but you do see young dragons. They have very supple reptilian skin still. They feel the bite, especially of an adamantine tipped whip, very well. And many of your subjects carry the markings of disobedience. Because one mustn't tell lies. One mustn't disobey. One mustn't disobey. And then come back to as your lungs are expelling like a little bit of that water that was kind of there, and you see Daphne just above you with like a little bit of a ruby just kind of missing. It's like a smudge on a glass that you just can't quite ignore.
Don't try and replace it with a carnelian. We'll notice.
How you feeling?
Oh. I'm tired. Was it... Did you bring me back?
Yeah. Just some simple lay on hands. So it's nothing fancy, but
Thank you.
I mean, you're up.
Right.
Before like Argenti gets up, Daphne's gonna keep a hand on him, keep him down. Just, I appreciate what you did, but I can handle a couple more punches than you can. Please don't get in front of me like that again. Okay?
I promise.
I really do appreciate it, but I care about you, and I'm used to getting hit a couple times. Okay?
You just need to be the one. You need to be the least harmed, and I think I probably wasn't thinking clearly, because I know your capabilities. You're very capable. But
all three of us need to go to visit the Sky Father. All three of us.
you glance over at
Yanni comes
Yanni.
floating past. Doing his little,
The water's back.
his little tumble sideways through the water. You know, to be fair, he was afraid it was going to eat you because you were unconscious under a pile of seaweed.
It wasn't unconscious.
Or you weren't moving.
Well, that's what happens when you get stunned.
Well, I don't know what happened. Didn't happen to me.
Didn't happen to me. Oh, shit.
But of course, yes, all three of us, but you especially.
Yeah. Okay, come on. Help him back up at this point.
Thank you. Where's my
Oh, that was the price of our freedom.
Oh.
An American
Did
flag just flying in the back. I'm just
It took the cloak
proud
off of
to
you.
be a second kingdom heir. Have leisure, no I'm free.
Oh god. Oh god. He just has an American flag like line. Don't pay attention. Don't pay attention to that. America. No.
Is that,
that's
important?
all right. Oh, it was just something I acquired in my life. It was of no significance compared to what we're doing now. It's fine.
Oh god, so it was of sentimental value.
Does the narrator go like, but indeed, it was actually an incredibly sentimental item that once belonged. What was the significance of the item, Argenti?
It really doesn't matter, but it was Mateo's. That's all. It's all right.
Well, once we get all this sorted, we can come back with the others and just finish the thing off and get your cloak back. I mean, it's not a big deal.
It's all right. Really, material, possessions. You can't bring those with you in the afterlife. So, the memory is what matters.
I mean, he was also going for your bracers. Are those of sentimental value? Maybe we could do a trade real quick, or.
Oh no, these are more of a curse really than a gift. But it's all right. It's fine.
Is it
Really?
one of those cursed item things where, like, if he takes it voluntarily, then he can have it, kind of a thing, and the curse goes to him? Because if that's the case, here's your chance, man.
There you go. That sounds like
no.
a great trade deal.
Yeah, I mean, I would have loved actually if he was able to get them. Really, I want to be rid of the things, but alas, they are meant to be here forever. So,
Okay. I mean, we can
Alright, then.
try to. I mean, I have a couple of my tools with me. I mean, not with me right now, but back at the ship. Yeah, I can try to break them off. It's just going completely over her head, man. She's like, yeah, I've seen ill-fitted stuff before. Sometimes the latch breaks and you can't get it off. Yeah, like, I understand.
I would love if we could try that. Many, again, you are very capable, but many have tried and have also failed, so...
You know, I actually know a spell that's supposed to break curses.
Well, that would be wonderful.
If you really mean that they're cursed, I mean,
Well, I don't know if they're actually... I mean, like, mostly metaphorically cursed. I don't know if they're actually cursed. In fact, they do lend a great deal of power, but they were given to me by someone I would rather forget. Is all.
Okay, I got you.
But... Alright. Appreciate your help.
Of course.
Shall we move forward after all that, the drama?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Let's get you to that Skylord, Lady Daphne.
Yeah. Can I have 2 different blessings, do you think? I really wanted to meet the Fire King. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go.
I can get you 2.
I mean,
You deserve 2.
there's no reason that Argenti or I couldn't try and win this guy over.
If you guys want.
I mean, apparently I'm not supposed to talk to the gods, but, you
seem to be in a better mood today, and who knows, maybe,
Man, that
maybe...
old crone just got under my skin so fast.
Really,
She
though.
did.
She was
Yeah,
very
really.
antagonistic, yeah.
Exactly. I could see why you responded that way. I mean, really, you can't be faulted for that.
Not at all.
Thank you.
Let's get a good view of like what he's like, and then maybe we'll go from there. Whether or not you can handle him, Yanni. Though I think you wanted to talk to the ghost.
Oh,
Lord.
I mean, nobody wants us to talk to the Ghost Lord. But
I thought. Oh no, the trickster. The trickster.
I mean,
that
it
was.
doesn't. Honestly, I'm not super keen on tying myself to any deity like that. But if it's what we need to do to get the best chance at putting this whole thing to bed with Sidon, then okay, fine.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
All right,
Well, shall we?
let's go.
And swim through the rest of the kelp, pushing it aside. It still reacts whenever you touch it, pushing itself away. And ultimately, the tunnels broaden. See a wall of water, ending in open air, much like it did with Yanni's spell. Distorted through
Son of
the
a bitch.
wall of water, you can see pillars of marble. You can see what looks like a stone terraces that rise like so many of seats. It's hard to make out without stepping through.
Guess I'll step through.
As you push through, it is a weird sensation. I mean, when Yanni pushed the water away, you guys were still sopping wet. But this time, as you step through, it's like the water's just pulled away and leaves you dry as if you had been just walking on land. You can
Hey, I like
see
this.
that there seems to be an open sky, shining, blue, beautiful, white, easy clouds, fluffy, just passing over it. You can see that this massive arena is pristine, empty. Yanni or Genti, I'm guessing you guys step through as well, experience the same.
Hello?
Hello? Oh. It echoes within this empty, massive Colosseum.
Should we, meet him in his domain? Up there?
Oh, you think he's up there?
I mean, it's
Seems
possible.
maybe likely.
Three of you guys go ahead and make me a perception check.
Perception.
Oh, shit. I blind GM'd rolled it. Forgot.
It was an 8.
Okay.
Now this guy's way too bright.
They're starting to look at each other like, oh my god, see, we have to fly again. Ugh, how inconvenient that we just can fly it all the time. We just have to fly. Ugh. And
I
Yanni,
can't fly all the time.
as they're just like valley girling to each other, you're actually just paying up attention to that. And you're pretty sure, in fact, you 100% can see that there is a shape of what appears to be a centaur that has folded its legs in, that is just currently watching from a cloud up in the sky, the three of you. There seems to be what seems to be a spear of some sort, kind of like propped up and held on the side, and there's this magnificent, generally the centaur seems to be massive. Even from this distance, they should seem like a little blob, like a little speck on this cloud, but they look sizable. And you can see that they're wearing this beautiful, magnificent platinum and mithril crafted and infused breastplate and another platinum helmet. Interestingly enough, with that 21 you got, you can see that central fan that is on many helmets that usually depicts rank and affiliation with a faction, in this case seems to be just pure light, magically just kind of like cutting across the middle.
Okay, so don't freak out, but he's watching us right now, and I think his helmet might be cooler than yours, Daphne.
What? I worked really hard on this helmet, but like, if he's a god, then yeah, I'm sure it's. Is he like Is Yanni pointing him out?
Yeah.
No.
Are you
Not
pointing
No.
at her?
exactly. No.
Okay.
He's up there on a cloud. He's watching us. So, like, I think now's when maybe we prostrate ourselves or something. Prostrate ourselves.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait, did you just pull a David? Did you just brazier this?
I
Not
did.
what I signed up for.
Daphne can't even sign up for that. My God.
We're gonna get these blessings one way or another, guys.
Where's Lyra when you need her?
Oh,
She
Oh.
also can't do that. Also can't do that. Anatomically cannot do that.
oh no. Okay. Anyways, so back on that. This is not a BDSM podcast. As you guys
Yet.
are kind of like, Argenti, Daphne, are you guys trying to find the centaur god now that
I mean, if you start looking around, I'll just go, he's right there.
as you point
I-
towards, there's nothing on the cloud. The cloud is empty.
Oh, he left.
I was gonna say, with the whole 3, it's just like, it's way too bright after being in like the sort of muddled darkness that's sort of naturally there where we just were. It's, yeah, sure, she'll take an E. Like at this point, just...
From the pain, you kind of like start dropping to a knee. Yanni, Argenti, what are you two do?
I'll drop to a knee, kind of do the,
Yeah, I don't want to be the only one to not do that, so I'll also drop to a knee.
As the three of you
Peer
guys
pressure.
drop to a knee, feel your age, like, ow, stupid kneecap. Suddenly, everything just springs into action some 30 feet away from you. 6 massive heads shoot out of the sand. As you can see, they're all attached to a single body. Yanni, you certainly have a lot of familiar activity with the hydras. The creature, the 6 heads are not pointed at you, but rather something to your left. As your heads kind of snap to the side as you're ready to get your weapons, getting ready for your spells, you suddenly see, and mind you, this hydra is massive in size, easily dwarfing, turning the one that you fought within the caves into a small, tiny creature. As magnificently you watch the 4 legs, the hooves, black furred, shining, beautiful. You can see further up, there seems to be a continued just like dark skin that has these like interesting lighter parts, splotches across them almost. Like it's almost like an ink well that fell over, but an inverse upon a dark parchment, creating these lighter white spots. As the centaur kind of rises up, you suddenly see as he takes what seems to be a javelin, swings it outward. Suddenly the javelin seems to just split into 6 in a burst of lightning, and immediately pierces the head of each one of the hydras as the creature screeches in pain and falls over. The entire arena shakes for a moment as the powerful hoofs of this 20-foot tall centaur come to rest before the 3 of you. Please, no kneeling. Rise, warriors. Welcome to the arena.
Greetings, Skyfather. That was an impressively struck blow.
Thank you. And he kind of like does one of those like arm stretches, and I kind of like, it takes a lot of
Pops the pecs a couple times.
bounce, 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 bounce.
So Terry Crews is a centaur. I'm important for this.
You know what?
I'm imagining more like The Rock, but yeah.
As you look in his eyes now, which are just kind of shining through, you can see that they're just this cerulean blue that is kind of shining through. You can see that there are specks in them, brilliant white. It's almost like there's stars kind of shining through this, through that. As he takes off the helmet, a beautiful shaven head kind of shows through as he tucks it under the slightly wider nose that the centaurs are generally known for. Within, Thylea shows through. You can see that his skin is just beautiful dark, but the splotches again kind of continues. It's marbled, beautiful, interesting the way that it looks. Not quite marbled, but like it's interesting. As you guys look upon him, as he looks upon you, I will not pretend like I don't know why you are. So you seek fire.
Indeed.
Mostly seek to keep it safe from the others.
Yes.
I believe
But yes,
some of you
we
at
do
the
have
very
interest in
least
using it.
are seeking to use it. Exactly. I believe. Ooh. Argenti, he looks straight into you, and it's like he just pulls away your garb, your very flesh, and looks into your soul with his eyes. You want this one to be a goddess? He looks towards Daphne.
If there is to be a goddess, then I think it should be someone who does not want the responsibility. They'll take it the most serious. So of course.
He turns to the side and kind of gallops as he kind of looks at the clouds. But I believe, and he waves his hand, and the clouds suddenly reform, and it's you guys. You watch yourselves in the central chamber before King Pontus with the tribe council around you. As the question again plays of, do you want to be a god? What do you want the Promethean fire for? The scene plays out. Daphne hesitates. Would you then not be a better gent? Or perhaps, and his eyes kind of look over his shoulder and land on you, perhaps someone who has not only never asked for it, and he kind of just stops there as you shake your head vehemently.
I'm not fit.
And why is that?
Because I've spent most of my life being selfish. And if you give me that kind of power, I'll probably go right back to it.
Kind of starts, again, kind of trotting your left, holding his chin as he thinks. So you know what is inside of the heart of one with such power. You know what is in the selfishness, the need to. You do not delude yourself that you would be tempted by the power that belongs to us, gods.
No, I would be very tempted. I'm quite sure of it. I think it's better for everybody if I just stay away from it.
What would you be tempted to do? Yaniv?
I'm afraid I'd end up at some point dumping everything on its head, like trying to put people in their places, and that's not how it should work.
I can help you obtain seek, but you will not be able to use the power the way that you think you can. You, his severe blue eyes look at you. He says that you are the only one who has even a taste of the divine running through. Even you have what it would take, the sacrifice that would be required to turn into what you want to be. Keeps walking past, looking at you, Genti. to be a god. Yet I can sense desire. Something burns deep at the bottom of your soul. Is it desire for someone? Or is that something they send? What is it that you want, Argenti?
Of course, I want everything. I want the world to be in peace. I want everything to be peaceful.
That is not the feeling that your soul reverberates with. That is the facade that you have put on, like the walls of a school where you taught children. A front to stoke the fires of rebellion. What is behind your curtains, Argenti?
Well, you asked me what I would do if I were to be a god. And the first thing I would do is make the skies rain with blood of Sidon in Lutheria. And I would destroy every last person that took my children from me, and who had any part in ripping the world apart. And I would tear the land, the sea, and the skies apart to destroy everything that I didn't think had a place in this world. And so I would be no better than Sidon or Lutheria. And that is why I do not want that power.
Thank you for being so honest, Argenti. As if hooves walk over and stop before Daphne. And you, born God, is it inadequacy? A lack of connection to the one who gave the spark? Is it that you want to do with godhood?
I simply want to protect. In an ideal world, if the spark is to be kept after Sidon is taken care of, I would simply want to follow back with what my grandfather did.
And what did he?
I be a
Because
man
from
of the
what
forge.
I can see, he shut himself to a room, and for the winter solstice, brought presents to children. Is that what you aspire to do as a goddess?
Go back to the forge, help those in need. Perhaps not be as much of a shut-in as him, but I like my forge. I like the people there. I like helping. I like teaching the new generation.
Admirable goals, all in all. Very kind. I have a smith with godblood, a warrior with a slave, a desire, shard. Kind of cocks his head to the side, seems to listen to something. Seems to kind of frown. It appears that we are running out of time. I am willing to in your endeavor. Our time, the time of the Octa, is coming to. Why would I stand in the way of greatness? New pantheon, or a new god, take the reign. The sky sees. He looks at all of them.
You seem to already have a pretty good grasp on all of this. Couldn't you just expand your influence beyond the seas, beyond the Sunken Kingdom, and help fight against Sidon? Bring
Yes.
balance?
I can, with what I will do. One of you be chosen as my champion. You will have to venture fight the great beast that the twins begged their father to unleash upon us. You will defeat. By bringing back fire, my blessing, you will be able. And his eyes, as they kind of scan from Yanni, then to Daphne, and then they land on Gentine. The pupils just become little pinpricks of blackness as they stare down to you. Irises seem to kind of just be these oceans. You will make the sky rain, but the one who deserves to die. All of them. If you're willing to do this, you'll have my blessing. Yanni.
Yes. Wait, are you offering it to me?
Daphne. Genty. It would be waiting. Yes. Sidon crafted a array of weapon a long time ago to slay his beloved sister. And I just happened to hold one of the things that were crafted. So, as he takes the helmet from, see that fan once again appear.
I told you. It's cooler than yours.
Johnny.
Kind of considers it, turning it over. And Daphne, indeed, you haven't seen a make of that beauty, that finesse. Vulcan is maybe the one exception. You certainly have crafted and understand. And it's definitely like if you're like a second or third year art student, and then there's like, you know, someone who's like the art exhibits, and you kind of compare your thing versus their thing, and then your thing and versus that. Look at your man, look at me. Look, kind of a situation. Like, kind of like take your helmet.
Yeah.
Yanni, you do not have the heart. Daphne, you delude yourself. Genty. The hoofs are starting to approach you. Watch this man take up the entirety horizontal as he starts to just kind of shrink down the size of a normal centaur and hold the helmet. Will you be my champion? Will you rain terror upon Sidon, Lutheria, and their ilk for me?
Argenti. Oh, Argenti steps back. No.
What?
He turns away from you and kind of just moves his hand. And suddenly, lightning strikes. Suddenly just turns perfect. Argentina needs to do a dexterity saving throw.
With your 1.5 hit points.
As lightning cascades downward, I'll give you a DM inspiration as the lightning is starting to strike down for making a strong roleplay choice for your character. So if you want to, you can use it to reroll.
Okay, yeah. Okay, 16 that time.
Is he standing next to Daphne?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
He is
close
standing
enough for
next
the
to
orc.
Daphne. A total
Oh,
of
okay,
20
okay.
A total of 20 is not going to be enough to save.
I tried.
Oh god. That's okay.
Well, he's a god, so.
You take 67
Yeah.
points of lightning damage and disappear.
From existence.
You watch as the sand is turned into glass. Where Argenti stood. There's just a smoke column rising into the sky as the Skyfather now stands between the two of you. You don't understand whom you're opposing. Argenti, roll me a d20. And what's that will? You challenge gods
anxiety.
themselves. And yet, you act as if you are gods already. You understand that you need to earn the right of godhood. Apotheosis! Ascension to godhood. If you do not even know the words, why do you seek the sky? Argenti, roll me another d20.
I have so much anxiety right now.
So, will you be my champion, or will you go unprepared into the darkness that awaits you there? Please, do not be foolish.
You know, Skyfather, I may have been hasty in my assessment of my abilities. Perhaps putting people in their place is what I need to do, but not petty day-to-day things. But Sidon and Lutheria, maybe I need to put them in their place. I will be your champion if you will have me.
As he considers you, looking your small frame up and towering over you, even in a normal-sized centaur form. I need you to roll me another d20, Argenti.
Hey, at least that means you haven't rolled a nat 1 and something else lower than an 11.
Right. Right. Right.
Looks over to his side towards you, Dev. Really at home. The daughter of a god. Fire. You. Yes, I can see the pain that she has wrought. Do it. Bring me the fire. Together, we'll end. Argenti, roll me another d20. As the helmet comes up, it's being handed to you, young.
I'll reach up for it. Both hands. I assume it starts way big.
And then as it kind of like, so you grab it, it like immediately starts to kind of like very quickly shrink down to your size, and it is beautiful. It is magnificent, and you can see the motifs. Thylea, Ketemani stepping through an ocean. You can see a tree motif center head. You can see Thylea spreading out. You can see the many races being born out of it, and you can see Sidon and Lutheria on each side, ruling over it. Except as you look upon Lutheria there, a bolt of lightning pierces through her. The embassy. Argenti.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at your anxiety. It's just the visual is too much. The visual is too much.
The Skyfather turns away from you. Stops, looks over his shoulder again one more time at you, honey, looking at the helm. Daphne, as you're just like looking at him, maybe anxiety about what the fuck just happened to Argenti coursing through your veins.
A little angry too. A little angry too.
I will try to do you proud.
He nods in your direction. Looks up, scrolls back to Titanic size, and it massively flies up towards the cloud.
Okay, that's a cool trick. Did you see where Argenti went?
No, it was kind of hard to see where he went after the bolt of lightning.
Yeah, that was my problem too. It smells like wet horse in here.
Lightning. Just kidding.
Yanni disappears.
The helmet just show the ground.
As you do that though, Yanni, and a step to the spot where Argenti was. And you notice that when the lightning struck, it superheated the sand, pushed his body into the glass.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Daphne, help! Come out, come out!
Oh shit, yep. Can she use the shield to really dig?
Yeah. You hew away at it. And eventually, as the glass cracks, splits, and you pull back massive chunks of it, his arm comes free. Band start to move. Argenti, you feel the pull of your soul as you are being yanked into the nether sea itself. You see the thousands of souls as they cascade down the infinite soul. and see how the souls are just filling up, are clambering over each other. I need you to make me a wisdom check.
Okay.
This one is just going to be straight, so really just a d20. It's whatever your is.
Yeah,
Turns out your
horrible.
soul is not exhausted.
Oh, I did another blind.
17.
Sorry.
Okay, so you got a 16
Okay.
total.
Yep.
A memory flits back. As you see the nether sea sprawl out before you, the multitude of islands as your soul cascades down like a speck of the darkness of the nether sea. See the island of Oathbreaker. See the prison above. And you titanically sized adamantine suspended in some 100 feet above the nether sea itself. Half dozen of them displayed scattered. Cubes. Cubes were important. The cubes meant something as your soul keeps flying down. And suddenly, another soul kind of grasps onto you. And even in your translucent ectoplasmic form, you still have that band around your very... as you're being pulled by demons. You suddenly feel yourself being transported. A demon on each side. Eyeless, massive maws, and black teeth. As you start flying towards the prison of Oathbreakers. Daphne, Yanni, as you pull the burned, charred body of Argenti out of its glass sarcophagus, there's no breath. There's no heartbeat. Argenti is dead.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hopefully Estrella can fix this. Can you fix this?
No, I don't have the spell capability.
I don't know what you... We never really talked about what your limits were. Okay, I hate
Guess
to
I should
ask,
say
but can you carry him? Because we both know there's no chance in hell I can carry him.
Yes, yeah, of course. I Hopefully the Guardian is satiated with what they've gotten.
Yeah. Okay, note to self: don't say no to gods.
No shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, this is the reason why I say I want to be a god left alone. I've seen what divinity does to those who are not meant to live as long. I feel like you lose yourself, whether that be a lack of understanding of one's fears, or deciding to push your fears into, well, other things. Whether that be drink or, you know, other things.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I still don't want to be a god, but maybe there's. Maybe I do need to, at least for a time. I don't know. I hope it doesn't come to that.
Very well might. Suppose we'll take our Genty back and we'll deliver the news of seeing the kind, understanding, fatherly figure. As she's saying this, she's stepping the fuck out, by the way. she's not that dumb.
I kind of, as I'm starting to leave the room, I like just before I step back through the water, I'm like, guess if I'm a soldier now, I kind of turn around and like snap a salute like I've seen done before in the general direction of the Skyfather, and then I pinwheel away.
Some time passes. And ultimately, you two groups meet. You guys see as Daphne kind of like has Argenta's lifeless body slung across her cheek, like swims towards the rest of you. You watch as Yanni has a magnificent looking helmet upon his head. And Lara's a straight up fucking sun on hers.
Twinsies!
How'd it go, guys? Everything good? Everything...
Estrella? We might kind of need your help here. Because Argenti's dead, because he lipped off to a god.
Wow, that honestly not who I expected that to happen to.
Yeah, no, I really figured that somebody else would be wearing the helmet and I'd be the corpse. But here we are.
He didn't lip off. He just said no. After
that
giving
does sound worse. That does sound worse.
Yeah. It was. I was really surprised because it sounds like they had the exact same goals in mind. But yeah.
Yeah,
No.
when somebody asks if you want to be a god, you say yes.
What do you mean he's dead? Put him down.
I'm afraid if I let go of him, he's gonna.
Oh no!
You can see the tremendous, just like lightning, kind of like just having melted some of the robe to the side. I mean, Argenti looks bad. Flesh is like scarred. It's bad. It's dead.
Like,
How long ago did this happen?
I don't know, like 20 minutes?
However long it took us to meet here.
More than a minute, less than 200 years. So we're somewhere in the 500 gold piece diamond range.
No, we're not. We're in the 1,000 gold piece time range.
Oh.
That doesn't
Did you bring
feel
our
right.
1,000 gold piece with you? Diamond? Diamond, not gold piece.
It's an NFT gold piece. It's worth 1,000.
Oh no.
hate that.
we.
Hate that a lot.
I thought
I'm
we
gonna start
grabbed
looking at
some.
Lyra's crown.
I mean, don't you have raised dead?
Don't look at
I
me.
do have raised dead. Is that
Aw.
the same? Does it
No.
raise an undead? Or no?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Bring
Yeah,
people back
no.
to life.
Raised dead brings people back to life. It's not like
Yeah. It's a
Ah,
500
okay.
gold piece.
I do have that.
It's a 500 gold piece. We don't need resurrection here, I don't think.
you don't have it prepared though.
Yeah, I was gonna say she doesn't have it prepared.
But we can just sleep and do it tomorrow.
Yeah. I think we should sleep on the ship tonight.
Are you going to talk to the rest of the gods before?
Are you feeling up to talking to the rest of the gods?
I mean,
I feel like we don't have a lot of time, so I feel like we should, yes.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, this is going to sound really harsh, but the person that it's going to affect isn't here to hear it. But, like, it's not like we're on a time crunch for bringing him back to life. Like, we can't stop it from happening right now.
yeah. Hey, don't take this the wrong way, Australia, but you don't look so good. Are you feeling okay? You
Wow.
look kind of crispy around the edges.
No.
Oh, that's true.
No,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
like
feel
upside
good.
down at like a 30-degree angle.
So, she almost killed me, and he did kill Argenti.
To be fair, he offered to let him be his champion first, and then he said no, and it was kind of like, okay. Then
Did he
fuck-
ask him a question, or did he say, you must be? Doesn't matter.
I
Fuck
did
these
almost die as well. I just want to
They're
put that
just
on
as
record.
bad as the other ones. Fuck them.
Just
Fuck
want to
this
let it be
place.
known. I also almost died.
Did they give you the whatever? The fire? Do you have it now? Can we go?
No.
To give us the fire, gave me this cool, like, I don't know. I kind of feel like it makes me look like a unicorn a little bit because it's got the spiky thing in the front.
Did they
And
tell
the
you where
little,
the
like-
fire was?
He said he. I mean, I think the bad Scylla is guarding it apparently, or something is kind of the impression I got. But he also said he knows where one of Sidon's weapons to use against Thylea is.
He didn't tell you?
No, I think he wants us to kill Scylla first.
Oh, okay. So it looks like we
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
we
Either
kill
that or I'm
Scylla?
wearing it and I missed that part.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I think we should release Scylla on all of them.
Big Scylla's
I'm
on
like
Sidon.
that.
I'm down with
Superior.
Argentina.
Sally goes,
Sidon is
"Ah."
she's on their side though.
I'm
Okay,
sorry. I'm
so-
confused. I almost died. Argenti did die.
Yeah.
That is what these gods did.
These are the challenges. It's not just any day somebody can walk in.
It
That's
was
my
it was a
understanding.
challenge that Argenti accepted and said, "Yes, I realize
Well-
these stakes. You can. I know I will die."
I mean, it kind of takes stones to say no to a god when it's staring you in the face. So yeah, I'm gonna say he had an idea what might happen to him when he did that.
Look,
Either
I'm-
that or he is not nearly as smart as I thought he was.
Estrella, I understand. I see why you're angry. Trust me, I'm angry about the way he handled it too. We still need all the help we can get. We are nowhere near capable, able to fight Sidon. Like
Clearly, yes.
so we need to play the game. We need to play their game. We have an understanding, and hopefully, with them being the two like top gods, maybe the rest won't be as bad.
I did
We
get
were
this.
not
I
even
don't
allowed
know
to
what
bring
it
weapons
does.
around them, and they are allowed to kill our people. One of the light, and we are fine with this. No problem. We'll just bring him back.
What
No
do you
problem. You can
Well-
do whatever you want to us.
So I mean, yeah, we will bring him back. Does it suck? Yes, absolutely. But yes, we will bring him back one way or the other. What alternative would you suggest in this scenario? You just gonna go plead with Grandpappy to play nice?
How dare you, Yanni? I'm here with the rest of you, aren't I?
I know, but what other choices do we have? If we want to stand up to him. I'm open to other ideas. I don't want to see any of us hurt. Much less dead. But we've got opportunities in front of us for allies.
Who are clearly pretty powerful.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm not mad that Argenti got killed. If it seems that way.
That wasn't a
But-
stutter, right? That was a double negative, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
But it does seem very, oh no, the consequences of my actions. And like Yanni said, Argenti's not stupid, so I'm sure he knew that that could have happened.
I mean, it really felt like he was making a stand for his beliefs. And the Skyfather did not approve. He felt slighted, I think.
Probably.
So he didn't like it that somebody didn't want to worship him, and then he killed them? Is
No,
that what you all are saying? And this is the one you want to ally with, and he's better than Sidon how?
Astrea.
How is he better than Sidon?
Astrea. I don't think it was necessarily a worship thing. It was a camaraderie and power and wanting to get rid of a similar foe. And is it still very?
Did Argenti say he would not fight against Sidon alongside him?
He simply
Yeah,
stated
what
he did
did
not want
he
the blessing.
ask him?
He asked him to be his champion. And Argenti said no. But this was after he'd asked all of us, like, why we would or wouldn't want to be gods.
And what did
Yes.
Argenti say?
There was something in what Argenti said about how he would basically put down the people who deserve to be put down that clicked with the Skyfather. But Argenti was like, but I don't want to be a god because I don't want to be that person. Because that's what I think that power would turn me into. But the Skyfather heard it as, here's somebody that understands how to use the power that I'm offering. I just need to aim him in the right direction, kind of a thing. At least I hope that's what he was thinking, since I'm wearing the damn helmet now. But, you know, when he offered it to him, Argenti, like, he was physically taken aback. Like, he took a literal step backwards first, and then was like he paused for a split second and was just like, no, with all, like, there was no second guessing in his voice. He was 100% the most sure of himself I've ever seen him. And do I have an issue with the fact that the Skyfather struck him dead because of it? A little bit. Not gonna lie. I'm not super proud of that, or not super happy about that. Not super proud of the fact that I turned around and said, okay, I'll be your champion immediately after that. That was as much self-preservation for me and Daphne as anything. But at the same time, he pissed off a war god. You know? I mean, also, I'm assume that the Skyfather, since he knew so much already about us and what we've already talked about and stuff, pretty sure he knows that we have among us, through Thylea, the power to bring him back. So I think it was more about teaching a lesson than actually wanting him dead.
I thought that about someone too once. That they weren't evil. They were misunderstood.
I didn't say he wasn't evil. I don't know if he is or not. We didn't really get into, moral debates. But he's opposed to Sidon, and that's kind of what we're looking for right now. He's offering to help us deal with Sidon and Lutheria.
Why? Why do you think they are willing to help us?
Well, he's very put out by the whole, Scylla thing, I think, from the way he was talking and some hints that I got from him.
Mhm.
And, Scylla was basically sent by Sidon. She's, Sidon's pet or whatever. And so I think it's like, hey, you've been punishing us for, millennia for no good reason, so screw you. I kind of think that's where he's coming from.
They can smite us with one word. Why do they think we can kill this creature and they cannot?
Okay, to be fair, Argenti was pretty messed up from the Super Krabinos thing that we fought.
Oh, you guys had to fight a thing before you got there?
Yeah.
I was going to ask because, like, Estrella's right, we did have to fly through a burning radiant ball of sunlight before we got to talk to the Sky Mommy.
There was like a giant Krabinos with like extra tentacles on his face that was really unpleasant. And he almost killed Argenti, and Argenti didn't like Daphne had to pump some of her god juice into him or whatever to wake him back up. And
Please don't call it that. It's divine healing.
Hello?
what?
It's divine healing.
Okay. So her divine healing juice. Anyway, Jared's face is literally red.
Argenti was
Oh,
willing.
shit.
It's fine.
I'm glad I muted myself because I was about to take a drink. You know how much fucking effort it took to not just spit all over my fucking setup?
It's even better when it's unintentional. All right. Okay. Back in 3, 2.
I'm going to kill Yanni.
So anyway, sorry, I'll try and pick better words. But so he was already pretty messed up. Like, he was far from hale and healthy. So, and I mean I'm not excusing it. I'm pretty sure the Skyfather knew what he was doing and what was going to happen. But
that does kind of pose the question of, are we gonna almost die every god we go to talk to?
well, to hear all the stories, we're going to definitely die if we go to the ghost.
Right. Yeah,
Lord,
I'm definitely
Ghost King.
leaning less Ghost Lord now.
We want to talk to the Smith one, right, for Daphne?
The
Yeah.
fire. Oh,
And they maybe they'll click really well since they're both Smiths, right?
The
I'd like
Fire
to talk to
King.
The Hunt
Fire
one.
King, yeah. Although they did say he was a hermit, so he might just be like, I don't care what we got in common, leave me the hell alone. But
They did specifically say he does not like people. I do have that
and
in my brain.
we're pretty sure he's a Gigan, so you, looking at Brissa, probably either shouldn't go at all, or at the very least, don't drop your name, your last name, and your association.
I could stay outside. I can go find the Hunt one in the meantime.
Um,
And then there was the Moon Maiden, who I was gonna talk to, but so now, I mean, I could still talk to her, but it's gonna be me trying to convince her to give someone else something, which I could probably still do.
Or we just not talk to her too.
What
Remind
did you
me.
get? What did you two get?
the helmet.
And what
Don't
does it
ask what
do?
it does. I don't know yet. I mean, it seems to have healed my injuries when I put it on, but other than that, I don't know what it. And that might have been a one-time, I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't really know what mine does either. to be
I'll
fair.
take a look at it later when I have more time.
Okay. Maybe we don't have to take a rest and wait. Surely, since other people have done these challenges before, there might be somebody that can provide some sort of healing. Right. It doesn't sound like the merfolk do, but maybe we
somebody
can
else
at least
can,
be
yeah.
healed. Also, quick side note. He said something very interesting when it came to Scylla. I don't know if you caught it, Yanni. He said the twins asked
Oh yeah.
asked their father, Katamane, to send Scylla. It wasn't a Sidon sent Scylla.
Well, I mean,
Just want to make
Sidon
sure
is-
that.
Sidon and Lutheria are twins.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
knew it was
yes,
both
yeah.
of them.
So
No, my point is, we've said a couple times here that Sidon sent Scylla, and with the cult of Kentamane coming about now again, I think we should just be extra careful.
valid.
So there's also the Fish Queen. She sounds the most chill out of all of them, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Great Hunter. I think Brissa maybe wanted to try talking to them since Sun
Since I
Mommy
flew-
didn't work out.
Since I flew into the sun for...
And then the
Yeah.
Vile Trickster.
Yeah. So I mean, if we can take a little time, recover some catch our breath, basically. Maybe clean ourselves up again. We can go talk to others and see if we can get the other three of you some divine patronage, and then I guess try and get Argenti back in the morning and take enough time to find one of the remaining for him. Yeah, maybe.
It doesn't sound like he wants any divine blessing. So
Yeah, I mean, if he's gonna say no again, I don't want him to die again.
yeah, so
Well,
we should probably...
to be fair, I don't know that he doesn't want any divine blessing. It felt like the Skyfather was being like, you should be the god, and specifically said, like Argenti said, I don't want to make the skies rain. I would make the skies rain blood, and I don't want to do that. And the Skyfather turned around and said, I want you to make the skies rain blood. So I think maybe if he could find one that he was more in tune with, he might accept a blessing. Anyway, we can ask him about it in the morning. I'm just saying, let's leave that door open.
Now that you mention it, though, Yanni, Sun Mommy did kind of make it sound almost like she was saying, you're gonna have to stay here now, but we've kind of been avoiding that topic.
Like she meant it like that.
I don't know, but it did make me...
No, she's
Worried.
probably really nice. She's probably like, where do you want to live? I'll build you a fucking castle. Where would you like to go? Oh, I almost killed your friend Estrella. Yeah, but I'm really nice once you get to know me. She's like petting Yanni's hair. She's freaking out, man.
Oh my god. Poor Yanni.
Did I say Yanni? I
What?
meant Argenti.
I'm wearing a helmet, but
I meant Argenti. I'm taking care of our dead friend. Our dead friend, the one that's dead in front of all of us.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That one.
Right. I don't know if he's got much hair because he's like crispified, but it's a thought that counts.
He looks like one of those Barbie dolls. And like in a what is it? Toy Story.
Like Cynthia from the Rugrats.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
I would never let you look like Cynthia from the Rugrats in death, Argenti. You look fabulous. That's precisely what I'm doing down
Pull
here.
that one hair over.
Thank you.
Just to try
You're
to
welcome.
make it look like it's enough.
You do the same for me.
I would. Always look
Thank you.
fabulous, always.
I know.
so I guess my first question is, what the heck? My first question is, Estrella, are you even willing to talk to any of these gods at this point?
Let me see. If they try to kill us again, I will die. Even if they lightly try to kill us, not like a big laser beam that buries us and kills us instantly, or a big fireball that fucking burns us to death for 10 minutes. No. I mean, like, even if they just kick me really hard, I will die. So, it's up to you.
Can you not heal yourself?
Yes, I can heal myself, Yanni. But the spells that would heal me enough where I could go get burnt again for 10 minutes, I need that energy to bring our friend back to life, I hope.
I mean, if you can't do that until after you sleep, then you'll have all your spell energy back, right?
Will I? I didn't today.
If we go
We're
sleep on the
gonna
ship,
sleep
we
on the
should.
boat. We're gonna sleep on the boat.
Or for that matter, I can take us all the way back to Mitros and teleport us back here tomorrow.
Are we going to be allowed to leave?
Yeah, I've been kind of thinking that the whole time. Do we have to do this whole god thing now, or like, can we take a break?
Aren't we also supposed to like have somebody watching us? You know, keeping an eye.
We have the guide.
Yeah, where's
Yeah,
Bonaros?
where's Bernaros?
It's not. Seen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be around either. Oops, forgot to mention, she'll probably burn you to death on the way in. Might want to wear some fucking sunscreen.
I mean, he warned us there was a guardian, but
What's sunscreen?
maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he didn't know what was going on in there. I don't know.
I say we complete it now so that we can get it over with and have it done because we are on a shorter timeline.
Okay, sure, but
We could rest first beforehand for like an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a short rest.
Yeah.
wait, you mean go and talk to the gods now, right?
Yes.
The gods?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you.
To be fair, though, I do think Estrella, Brissa, and I probably have killer tans. We probably look so hot.
I mean,
Gorged, even.
you look pretty normal except for the sparkly bling on your head.
Yeah.
Brissa looks a little crispy around the edges. Estrella looks like overcooked around the edges, but
Right. It's one of those tans where you burn first, and then it kind of fades into a nice tan.
oh, I got you.
No. Like, the flesh doesn't exist on my body. I've got boils everywhere. I've got 3 hit points. You dickheads. And I'm in fucking salt water. So I'm a little fucking grumpy. And my friend is dead.
He's everybody's friend.
Really? Is he?
Look,
That's
it's
fair.
not much, but healing hands.
Does anybody
To the
have a
side
calm
as
emotion?
a couple of the blisters kind of pop and then heal over.
Oh, wow. Daphne
So
just...
now we're all kind of breathing that because we're breathing water. Great.
Ooh.
Jeez. I can't please any of you right now.
No, it's not you. It's David.
Who's David?
A merfolk hides behind a temple.
Who's that? What was that?
Ah.
Alright, let's
We'll take a short rest
take a nap.
and then regroup,
Hmm.
figure out where we're gonna put Argenti's body.
I can just carry it. It's fine.
I mean,
Your shark bumps up
Not-
against you.
Oh yeah, we could just put
Not
it on
to,
the shark, not in the shark.
not
Sad shark
to
noises.
not to be insensitive, but we do have a bag of holding, right?
Absolutely not.
We will just put
That
him on
sounds
the
Terrible.
shark. It'll be fine.
A bag of holding, treating his corpse like an item. That
Well, technically, once you're dead, you are an object.
I think we probably have time to take him back and put him in.
I'll leave. Bye, guys.
I'm about to whoop your butt. No.
Clancy's looking for plane tickets right now.
Yeah.
Can you just
I'm
take
sorry,
him back
what
to the
is her
palace?
line?
I don't know if we should leave. We should probably
You know,
finish the trials, right?
Maybe. Yeah.
We could put him on Scylla. How about that? Scylla can carry him around.
The shark's not going to nibble at him, right?
What is shark? The shark will not nibble. The shark's not a real shark.
Oh.
Wow.
Don't make the shark have an existential crisis right now.
Trees. All right.
I mean, I do feel more comfortable having his body on Scylla and not the shark.
You guys take your rope, strap Gentee's objectified corpse onto the back of Scylla, the dragon. Start trying to heal up underwater? Or do you guys go back to the palace first? The dry chamber.
I think we're just not wanting to leave the temple area, right?
I don't know why. Why couldn't we go back to the palace and take a little downtime?
I don't.
What if they
If we
don't
think
allow
we
us
can, yeah.
What if they don't allow us back?
Well,
Maybe
we're
is it in-
reasonably certain that there's no reason to keep you out of the palace as far as it's transpired.
Well,
I mean, back
it's
to
less
the
about
palace
getting
area.
back in the palace, but more about coming back here.
Yeah, that's what I meant more.
Well, we just don't know all of the I can't think of the word, but all of the rules to this whole thing.
Estrella?
David's curiosity as to why we think that it might be dangerous to leave and come back is actually baffling to me right now. Why are you guys worried about leaving and coming back? What could go wrong?
Like,
What? I mean,
Estrella, as the high priestess amongst the group, and the one who certainly understands something about posturing, actually, the last 3 years, you have now 2 champions of their gods amongst your midst. Probably push that way. You'd be surprised if it didn't change better now. Or at least Yanni Arabir.
the other gods, you mean?
I mean, you don't know about the other gods, but the people in the Sunken Kingdom. I mean, these people worship these gods, and you 2 champions of their
We got leverage now.
I mean, we can go back if we want. I just don't see the reason why we need to go back.
Well,
He's strapped down to the
potentially-
dragon. Thank you very
I
much.
We
I
could
could,
potentially.
take some time and figure out what Lyra's crown and my helmet can do.
Oh, you can't do that here.
No, I need the book out.
Well, all right.
Oh, right.
Yeah, then we can go back then.
As you swim your way back, palace of the Sunken Kingdom. Genty. It's weird. It's not a sensation like you're used to skin, but in this soul transform. It's carrying side cackling at you. You see caps upon black hole as they go backwards. See these golden chains around them start to approach on the island. Expect worries to insert see what appears to be a it's like a cave. It's the creatures kind of push you up against that, kind of pushing your soul up against the very. Suddenly, you seem to just kind of pass through, and there's a flash of her all across the bars. As the demons fly away, and you see the balcony itself is so black marble. There seems to be gold. It's a doorway. No door, just the door. It extends in that room, all scattered. It's
I'll follow the bones.
Go onward, stepping at the same time. See scattering sound. Rowan. A figure has their back to you. Black. Golden hair cascading back. See. Without turning, she says, "It has been such a long time, Argenti." And as the Titaness Lutheria turns around, the piercing green eyes looking into you, so she says, "I have another task for you, my dear." As the bands that still exist even around your soul's wrists glow green. That's where we'll leave this week's session.
Oh God.
No, not on a cliffhanger. No.
Always a cliffhanger. Always gotta be a cliffhanger. Oh
No.
my God, Argenti is fucking dead. Dead. Oh boy.
Wow.
Remember when David started this day going, "Hey guys, tell me about some magic items that you might want"?
That didn't work out at all. Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm gonna need a cheeseburger after this.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for that bit in the chat. I appreciate you shouting that out. We're going to be looking at another Stream 2 raid, so hang around for that as the crew is going to debrief really quick as players on this stuff. And as a reminder, well, we stream every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to see more of these terrible shenanigans and magic items, come tune in. Give us that follow now just so that you guys get that stuff. I'm gonna start the raiding process while you guys debrief. Yay.
So how long do you think we can keep Argenti around down here in the saltwater before he starts to cure?
Oh God.
Well, if we're swimming back to the palace now, we can just put him in the room that's all air. So I think we'll be fine.
So when I played Pathfinder: Rise of the Runelords, we lost a monk, and we were all like level 1, level 2. We decided to put our monk in the pickle jar that the goblins made. It's a big pickle like bucket. And then we forgot about her.
No.
So Goblin Camp has pickled gnome.
Oh no. Oh boy. Well, on that level,
And you were giving me crap about Bag of Holding. Come on.
Please do not do that to Argenti. With that, thank you
I'm
guys
not
so much for watching. We're going to be rating another stream here in a sec. And we'll see you guys here next week. Bye.